as noted, this is the third component of rapid rehousing, and similar to the other components, case management is really meant to be individualized and flexible and designed in a way that meets the individual participants' needs. As you see on the next slide, there are really three types of rapid rehousing case management and services that are represented in the standards and the core components. Of course, helping participants obtain and move into permanent housing. This goes hand in hand with the housing identification work, and oftentimes is a function of case management or perhaps specialized housing placement services. Helping participants stabilize in housing as a core function, and making sure that participants understand, the expectations and requirements of their lease and how to maintain their unit, and where to find help in the neighborhood should they need it, where to access transportation, find the local grocery store, find the local food pantry, and just get settled into their housing is another function. And then lastly, closing the case, which is not just a simple activity. In many situations, it involves some thoughtful planning with participants to understand, again, how they might continue to manage their housing without the support of the program, where they might turn should they need help with rent again or fall behind on their bills, which surely many families who will continue to struggle economically will need to know those resources and how best to access them. So closing the case is another central function of case management, and you'll see the standards speak to those activities. So some of the principles for case management and services you see here, obviously services should be client-driven and voluntary. This is true and consistent with the overall design and philosophy of rapid rehousing. Case management should, of course, be flexible in intensity, offering only essential services until or unless a participant demonstrates and wants more help than is needed. And I should say that effective rapid rehousing programs know when to step up case management and engagement when it looks like a household is at risk of running afoul of their lease or falling behind on rent or having other difficulties that might result in a risk to their housing. So the best programs know when to not just step up that assistance, but at times make sure that participants are connected to case managers who have the right experience and skills and ability to engage participants who may have more challenges versus participants who need less intensive supports. Rapid rehousing case management is also a based model that seeks to empower clients by helping them with problem solving and working through issues. That doesn't simply do things for clients, but helps them work out issues in a way that is lasting and helps participants understand how to do that for themselves and with as little external support as necessary. And lastly, rapid housing case management is really meant to be short-term in nature. A principle that's often mentioned is providing just enough assistance to help a household quickly obtain housing, stabilize in it, and have some degree of confidence that they're not going to have a near-term recurrence of the same housing crisis that brought them into homelessness. That's the fundamental job of rapid rehousing. And so to accomplish that and to have confidence that we're leaving families and individuals in a stable place, more often than not, also means that we are looking at their connection to the community, what resources are available in the community, making sure they know how to navigate those resources and can readily access them when need be, and so they have that increased resiliency in the event that there's a future crisis.